You in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Carl the Jackal Frampton, 165 centimeters tall with a reach of 157 centimeters. And standing across from him, it's Showtime's Sonny Edwards. He's 160 centimeters tall with 164 centimeter reach.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
He's the Jackal, Carl Frampton. Whether it's super bantamweight, featherweight, or super featherweight, he is a real danger, as tough as they come. Showtime's Sonny Edwards. And this guy has already taken the boxing world by storm in the flyweight division.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a super bantamweight and featherweight champion of the world, known as the Jackal, Carl Frampton. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny Edwards.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place. You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home. You've got everything on a plate.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. Nice counter shot. Welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent and laid out there.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport. Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
And he misses with that jab. Lands with the right counter. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. That punch landed. That counter shot lands. Through the hook, didn't land. Nice punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know you've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep the momentum going. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. Punch, counter punch. Punch scores. And counter punching. Got out of the way that right hook. Catch and shoot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Missed him with that uppercut. The perfect counter lands. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam. So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
This fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Good counter-punching for both these athletes. They score again with the left hand. Both men step back for just a moment. Edwards took that really bad. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged. And a counter left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell for round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't...
Better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching. Good left counter that lands. Counter right. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident. Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That left shot lands. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That left hook misses. Right punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice job landing that left counter punch. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Perfect counter shot. Great counter right hand there. Got out of the way of that right hook. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out. Some
nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good right hand. very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice counter punch. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Beautiful counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter left hand there. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Quick punch scores. You'd like to see someone use the jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That one lands. Good counter punching from both these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Nobody home with that hook. That left counter was perfectly timed. Can't connect with that right hook. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That's a scoring left hand.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Frampton now knocked backwards. He's got to cover up. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Right punch. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Some big trouble here for Showtime Sonny Edwards. Sonny Edwards is down. Huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Round 7, here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Good counter punch. Still swinging with nothing left. You've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Left counter punch will score. Good counter right hand again. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That's another scoring shot.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He just misses with that big right hand. Good left hand. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Man, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
Round 8, and we're off again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They exchange punches. Left counter scores. There's a right hand. That one will count. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Perfect punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Trying to answer back. There's a counter shot. Oh, that punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And we enter the ninth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a...
Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. What a punch, and that sends Showtime to the floor. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Do you believe this? A perfect counter shot. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets me.
Sonny Edwards is down. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice punch. Ooh, and Carl Frampton just got rocked. There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. No one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
We've made it to round 10. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? And twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards. And showtime, Sonny Edwards goes to the canvas. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.